Drinking water on the set. Very essential to the health. Listen up, y'all. Um, ooh, stay hydrated, y'all. Stay hydrated out there. It's easy not to drink water, but you got to keep it. You got to make sure you keep water priority in your life. Unless you're going on some crazy fast, or you got to abstain from it. Drink water. But yeah, we're checking in to say, hey, um, back with another Try Benjamin podcast video. I know we took a little break between doing a couple series. You know, the few things I was trying to do, the whole body count videos, the whole, you know, sports, religion, politics, and entertainment. I mean, I feel like we can do that now because I feel like we wrapped everything else up and we talked on a lot of hot button issues and we really just exercise, limitations of free speech and pushing those limitations. So I think we can now definitely just kind of come on back down to earth on this the regular what we do. Let's get into it, man. Sports, religion, politics, and entertainment. With the politics, man, we got headlines across the news. We're just going to talk about the news when it comes to politics. We're not going to talk about what I think about the politics. We're going to be talking about what's being said in the news. So right now in the news, Germany just went through their politics. We see who's next up. I don't want to say his name because I'm going to end up messing it up. And that's German politics going on. But we have United States politics, which is what I focus on. I'll comment, like I said, about other countries, but end of the day, I live in America and I got to keep it home front. So, meanwhile, Germany just finished up their stuff, but everybody in the world is still watching America, no matter what country's got what going on. So, everyone's watching Trump, everyone's watching Elon, and things are getting done. And seats, and it's like musical chairs. A lot of things getting rearranged. So you got to really allow it to happen because God's allowing it to happen. And everyone's got to get properly seated. You know? Anybody that needs to watch Star Wars episodes 1 through 7 and then 7 through, was it 9? People need to go back and watch those. Or 7 through 10. Kind of understand what's going on with the Galactic Empire. The Galactic Empire. I forgot what Padme was talking to. What was his name? Oh, his name was so funny. See, I got to go back and watch the movie. We'll talk about some Star Wars stuff later. Anyways, getting back to politics, you gotta allow other transition to happen, and a lot of the kinks to get worked out. So that's what's happening with the government. Skipping over that, we're gonna talk about religion. I've been reading Old Testament here and there, bits and pieces, but really it's been New Testament. You know, people that are in their Bibles. A lot of people read the New Testament more than they read the Old Testament. But we really got to look at the whole book, and I really want to read more Old Testament and then talk about that as far as preaching goes on the religion stuff, my faith in the Bible. I'm just trying to get into more Old Testament, so I need to get an Old Testament Bible as well. So I'm on the market for one of those. Bibles are expensive nowadays. Let's talk about the inflation. When it comes to politics or the religion, it's tied together. Look at the inflation on how much it costs to get a Bible. It's expensive, man. I went to the store, it's like $30 for a Bible at Walmart. For a small one. I'm like, the big one's gonna cost me, what, $50? It's like, shoot. Paying my cell phone bill in here, on a Bible. It's a good investment. I'm not saying not to buy it, but It's a lot to get the word of God out here, man. I was thinking maybe $5. I'll pay 10. Shoot, man, $30, 29.99. I was like plus tag. I'm like, yo, Bibles are expensive, man. Let's talk about it. Stuff's expensive out here. Ain't nothing really cheap no more. You try to get a candy bar to I'm surprised how much the candy bar. About $5 to get a candy bar nowadays. Ain't no more $1 candy bars. 150, 175. Them days are damn near gone. You gotta chuck up, $4. You're gonna have to chuck up for, 4.90, pal. You might as well take out that Lincoln on that one bar. Pull out a Lincoln and you want a drink? You better pull out another three ones. You better have about $8, $9. Just hand the man a 10. A candy bar and a drink, yeah, $10. That's what we're living in, man. So it's a little entertaining for you guys, but it's real. It's political. It's right here in religious text. We got to make sure there's an even balance for what we're spending for. Nothing too expensive, nothing too. Obviously, can't be too cheap either. But we got to find that middle ground, right? Got to weigh the balances, right? Don't touch the wheat. Um, and, no more chemicals in the bullshit we're eating. Let's keep it back as raw, organic as we can. Let's farm this country the right way. No more genetically modifying everything. Just shut it down and keep it organic or keep it clean. And like manna, let's keep it less germinated and let it be blessed with the Holy Spirit of God and sanctified. The food should be prayed over and blessed, and everything in our produce store should be at a higher degree of taking care of our bodies than harming us. So we gotta really improve that. And I'm pretty sure that's what the RFK Jr. administration is trying to do with the health. So we gotta let them do that. So we got a jalama pie, a gumbo pot of really conversation we can talk about that really ties in everything: entertainment, sports, religion, and politics. But aside from that, sports, Super Bowl's done. NBA All Star Weekend was done. Curry was a star, of course, in the Bay Area, as he's always been. Um, LeBron seemed to take an executive chair and oversee and pre the whole thing. And yeah, Curry is definitely the face of the NBA. I feel like that it really solidified him. Nobody can take away Curry's shooting, beating Kevin Durant. I mean, bro, like the way he just drops the shot. He's like a machine cyborg of perfect artillery, Archer, like the Archer Hawkeye guy from Avengers, just dropping them. Wow. He don't have to be 7 foot tall, but Curry is a sharp shooter, man. And I don't really have anything else really to talk about NBA. It's cool to see cool shots drop, like Trey Young when he drops it. Everyone likes to see people drop shots. Mellow balls out there dropping them. They beat the Lakers. That was big. Hornets, beating the Lakers, I believe, right? Right? Like, right? Because I was thinking about Mellow Ball and LeBron. These are the two generations. And of course, Melo's got to respect LeBron. He's out there, man. That's him that you've seen growing up. But of course, LeBron's got to be like, man, this Melo kid, he's fearless. He's got it, man. He's brought everything we saw in them highlight tapes in high school. He really did bring it to the NBA. The cool passes, the shooting from the sticker, the just busting them, making it effortlessly. He got that, man. The Melo balls is what I would like Bronny to be on that level one day. You know what I mean? Like that type of stuff. For real. We got to give each other our flowers no matter the generation gap of 10 or 20 or 30 years. Because, hey, young brother, you are good, man. But please respect your elders and please respect your organization. And the same with the young guys. Hey, man, LeBron or you OGs, y'all, man, I looked up to y'all for a long time. Y'all are amazing. Y'all still got it. Or y'all losing it, man. I'm about to take his spot. I understand a little bit of talk like that, but seeing kings and princes chat and rub shoulders is really important. We do it in a positive way because we really do admire each other, even though we acting like we don't. So we got to get back to that. Uh, let's respect each other in our resumes and respect us as men. We've all done something. That's why we got this far, right? Cool then. Let's keep it a thou wow. Let's keep it a buck. Um, Aside from that, politics, sports, entertainment, religion. I mean, entertainment. We are definitely. We could wrap it up this too. We don't have to go too long on the podcast. Entertainment. We are definitely watching movies, man. Wolverine and Deadpool obviously has been like the commotion of coming about. People were watching it as like the classic of 2024. Seemed to be that movie. Obviously, I put Dune up there. Two different kind of genre based movies, but Dune for the beginning, first quarter of the year, and Wolverine Deadpool for the third quarter of the year. And for the fourth quarter, we gotta honorably mention Sonic the Hedgehog 3. And I feel like there's another movie I'm failing to mention. I didn't watch Gladiator 2. I can't say that. Cannot put that in there because I didn't watch it. Any new movie? I haven't watched Captain America either. Okay, so really, it's just the three movies I got. We can put a fourth. It can be a fourth and a fifth. Because I don't close out my calendar year until April. But as far as the movies go, since Dune came out in March, it would be proper for me to close it out by March. My top five movies of fiscal year, March to March, March 24 to March 25. Um, but to keep it real, January 24 to January 25, which is appropriate. Even February 24 to February 25. But I'll just keep it January to January. Top five movies that were made. Not anything old school. Can't be talking about Back to the Future and Transformers and all that. We got to talk about what was made and what came out, what blockbuster films were in the spotlight. All I can say is Dune 2. A lot of it was about me and my prophecy of being a man of God in the last days. Um, so we got to say Dune 2. And that came out again March 2024. I was in Texas, Austin, Texas, that month, that entire month. It was my last full month in Austin, which was lit. Shout out to Diego or Domingo, staying at his house. Um, but yeah, we got to keep it real. We got to say Dune, and I'm not no order, just five movies, top five. Dune, Prophecy, or I mean Dune 2. I think it was called Prophecy, whatever. I had to go back and watch Dune 1 later, but I started with Dune 2. So Dune 2, uh, Wolverine, Deadpool. We got to throw that up there. Wolverine, Deadpool, and like I said, Sonic the Hedgehog 3. They pulled off Shadow. Shadow came through. The story arc didn't have to be crazy. Just the fact the fans got the movie finally. You know, with good animation. Knuckles, Tails, Sonic, Shadow, and then ending a Easter egg of Metal Sonic and Amy. And people are really wanting to see Silver now. We want to see Silver from the future. And anybody else, Skyhawk, whoever, they can bring them back now. The whole gang. Um, I don't know any other movies though. Oh, Transformers 1. Sorry, we do have a Transformers movie. It wasn't a live action, obviously, the animated one. Yeah, we gotta put Transformers 1 in there. There we go. Yeah, that's proper. We got four movies: Transformers 1, Sonic 3, Deadpool, Wolverine, Dune 2. So, I saluted you guys, man. To all the movies that were named and everybody that was part of making that, there you go. You got your credit from Tribe of Benjamin podcast. And people are going nuts, because I did this shout out, but we gotta, you know, Mel Gibson's got to hear it. He's ambassador to Hollywood. He's got to hear who's dropping the heat, who's still got it in their pocket. Obviously, Timothy made the cut. Zendaya, because she was in that movie, she made the cut. Uh, the voice actors of Transformers One, they made the cut. Jim Carrey made the cut. Eggman, he made the cut. Shoot, you know what? The guys did, man. Deadpool, Wolverine. These guys, man. Detective Pikachu. He made the cut. Yeah, we want the sex sequel, man. That's what the people want. Mel Gibson. They want the Detective Pikachu sequel. They want more Hugh Jackman movies. Obviously, the Easter egg in the movies that he's got to work till 90, right? So I guess you got to take him to Mars. Um, Make films out there. The whole thing is this, y'all. This is being recorded on a podcast, and podcasters are being heard. And people got shit to say that's on their mind, and we're finally saying it. So, everybody that made the cut, Transformers 1, Dune 2, Deadpool Wolverine, and Sonic the Hedgehog 3. All the voice actors, all the extras make the cut too. Everybody that was an extra, hold on, don't give me the credit yet for just the people that made the movie. Anybody that even got paid $1 or you did it voluntarily and you were an extra in the film, even if you're a blurry character in the background, you made the cut. And not only did you make the cut, anybody on the scene that fed and did catering, even the Uber drivers or any DoorDash people that delivered anything to any scene that was a part of the bill, that even was spent from personal funds of people that were working, that was being delivered or droned in to the site of food and stuff, those people made the cut too. Even if you didn't tip them or you tipped them, they made the cut. So this is a microcosm ecosystem of people that made the cut, that could be doing possible sequels and prequels and future movies. Like guaranteed. That's what type of make the cut I'm talking about, like a future for you. To say, hey, you got an A on your resume, your report card, or you can go get a spot somewhere in a job and do something, even if whatever you're doing now you got it. You got a gold ticket, a Willy Wonka gold ticket to go be a part of something. Mel Gibson's listening. The powers that be are listening. So everyone I just shouted out, you made the cut. Yes, there's still room for a fifth movie. Yes. Just like Willy Wonka, all the tickets aren't out. There's still one more ticket out there, but I don't know the movie yet. Either I haven't seen it because it hasn't come out. Maybe it's this Captain America one everyone wants me to watch. Haven't watched it yet. We already know Marvel already got one win. When did Captain America come out though? Was it January? Because I just did January to January just now. So there's room for one more movie, but we're gonna see how we're gonna fit, or if there even need to be a fifth. There may not be a fifth, just because we got it. But because we did Dune, I thought about making it March to March, giving it 2 more months, and then we could do a fifth that way to say like, yeah, for the past year of like South by Southwest spring, you can say for me, like the new year being April. But for everyone that wants the pre-New Year, you could do like March to March. So that would give me March
Power off.
24 to March 2025 to have a top five movie of current movies. Um, and that's really just me on the. I guess I had a lot to say with entertainment. We're wrapping up this podcast, but I had a lot to get off my chest because movies and TV shows have been on the forefront of what I've been doing in my free time lately. And also, I really got into the show Severance. And then I just really got turned off once I saw the amount of simping and just witchcraft going on with the female roles trying to be dominant. It was just really getting on my nerves because I'm really anti against that. You know, it really is a man's world, and we really got to like understand Jesus Christ died, show us what manhood is. But you know, I was into. It was cool to feel like there's a show out there worth binge watching type of thing. The way I binge watched Death Note, and I've done it like a couple times the past few years. Like it's good to see that there's still shows out there worth watching the second episode and the third and the fourth. Like you got to see about 7 episodes in one day just to really enjoy the ride. The attraction that it is. So it was cool and to sense that for a minute. But we're gonna see what makes the top five movies of the 24, 25, and then we can do top five movies, classic movies that we'll watch, and do that. Obviously, Back to the Future is in that. Uh, Obviously, part two would be the number one. You gotta put it up for part three though. I mean, the Wild West was that's some real futuristic stuff when you think about it. But we're gonna keep it real. We're gonna say this was a successful episode of the Tribe Engine podcast, bringing it back down to earth, just getting into politics, sports, entertainment, and religion. And thank you, Jesus. And y'all, till next one. Peace.